Hello everyone, I am back with the first video of my Christmas in July Destash series. I will have 2 Christmas junk journal kits available, and I will just go ahead and get started. The 2 lots will be similar, but there may be some differences as far as vintage Christmas cards. Of course, I don't have the same Christmas cards, so I will put different Christmas cards in each lot. So let's go ahead and get started. You will get this adorable Christmas trim, and it has Santa Claus on it. This is vintage and it has not been opened, 1981. So both lots will have. I also get this, I think it's seam binding, and a roll of this craft ribbon. This lot has red. I believe the other lot will have green, and it's kind of a metallic, shiny color. You will get a wooden ornament that you can stamp or paint or whatever you would like to do with that. Actually, you will get 2. And here is an adorable vintage Christmas card. It has kind of a little pom-pom ball on it. And this is stick to trim. I guess it has some, yes, it has some adhesive on the back. So this was a cool find. I think I found it at a flea market if I'm not mistaken, but it is really cool. So both lots will have some of the stick to trim, but they are different. They're not the same. Then we have what is this, an applique? I don't know if it's an iron-on, but it's cute. And a little bag. Most of these items are vintage. There may be some items that are newer. Here is a vintage Hallmark invitation. I did leave envelopes with any of the cards because I think envelopes are great for junk journals. I did add in duplicates of these vintage postcards. I figured if you wanted to share some with friends, I put a few different things in here that you could share with friends. So here is another vintage Christmas card, or I guess not a Christmas card, but it's a winter theme. So then a few of these little coin envelopes and some Christmas themed recipe cards. Here's a library pocket, some more of the coin envelopes, and some adorable vintage paper. And you'll get 2 of those. And this one is my favorite. It is so pretty with the winter scene on there. And then we have this one with the different images of Santa Claus or Saint Nick. And right here is another applique or decoration. This says Christmas decoration. And it has sequins on it and probably some glass beads. You will get some wool fabric, and this is vintage. And here is another piece of wool. Here is a vintage piece of fabric, and somebody cut it out for something, but it was just in a bag of vintage fabrics that I picked up at I think it was a church sale if I'm not mistaken. Here's another piece of vintage fabric. I did throw in a small stack of Christmas papers. So these are obviously newer and not vintage, but I threw those in. And here is an invitation. And then just all sorts of different vintage cards invitations. Here's some index cards or Rolodex. I am including a handful of vintage gift tags, and here's some, these are adorable, vintage envelope seals, I guess, or maybe they're for packages. I'm not sure, but they're adorable. So just all sorts of different, that's a cute one right there. All sorts of different tags. And here's another vintage card, and this one has great aging on it, if you can see that. And I think these are newer. You can see I had an accident with glitter. It's all over my hand. I think these are table name tags, and you put the person's name on it. These are newer, but I thought they would be cute. Here is another little envelope, and some of these covers. I think they're covers for little containers where you put leftovers, but I thought they would make great tags or inserts. And here's some winter and Christmas themed cards. I gave some extras in case you wanted to share. And this one is just adorable. Here is this beautiful paper. And you do get an envelope that matches. Here's some vintage postcards. And an invitation. Some red polka dot paper I thought would go with the theme. And here's some textured paper. You'll get a few red envelopes. What is this? The Grinch, I guess. So you'll get a couple of those. Here are some Christmas envelopes. Actually, season's greetings. And then you will get four, I believe four, maybe three of these napkins with different verses on them. Get an assortment of vintage papers, wrapping papers. Here is, there's quite a bit of this one. I didn't cut this one up. I had two of them, so each of these lots will get quite a bit of that particular paper. This card, I remember when I found these, I just loved these cards. They are vintage, and I just think they are adorable. So you'll get those. And some of the envelopes, since they are older, they may be somewhat sealed. I'm not going to pull them open. You could definitely just cut the top off or the side and turn them into pockets. You will also get some creative tags. And this is new. I have not opened this package, so both lots will get that. Here are the vintage Christmas cards. They may even be antique. I'm not sure of the age. They look like they might be pretty old. So I think there are two in this package, if I'm not mistaken. You will also get a Christmas Carols booklet. The other lot will have a Christmas Carols booklet, but it will not be the same as this one right here. All right, I am also throwing in this packet of different game pieces and bingo cards and just all sorts of different little items in there. I found these going through my stash that I have, and I guess I had a couple of these left over. So I'm going to throw that in because I want to get rid of those. Here are some vintage gift tags, and they are stickers. Not sure exactly what is in this little bag here, but it looks like some vintage Christmas forms. So you could order magazines, I guess. And okay, some more Christmas cards, vintage envelope, a little coin envelope. I just found a couple of these bags, so I just grabbed it and threw it in with the lot. I was not sure what was in it. So some little brooches, and here is a bow that is really pretty. I forgot all about that stuff. Okay, then you will get this organizer. If some of you shop at Dollar Tree, you'll notice this organizer. These are the best little organizers. I have a lot of them to organize my embellishments, and they're only $1, and they actually hold quite a bit. But inside here, you will see there's just a ton of little things in here. Jewelry pieces, and there's some rings, just all sorts. There's some embellishments and stickers and cutouts and vintage jewelry pieces. And probably, if I had to guess, the other box is not going to have exactly the same, but it will have similar. Here's some jingle bells. Some vintage buttons, some Scrabble pieces. This is vintage, I guess, streamer or something like that. There's some stamps, some little wooden pieces, just all sorts of little different things. Paper clips, and little cutouts. Some fibers. I guess that's a button. I loved these when I found them. These are Christmas seals, some vintage Christmas seals. There's a buckle. Just all sorts of little things to make a great Christmas junk journal. Here's some brads. And some little crocheted flowers, I guess. It looks like there's a vintage key in there. And I think, yes, I did. I did some techniques on these vintage keys and the vintage lace and seam binding. So you'll get that. And we have a little bit more to go here. You will also get a handful of different laces and trims, and I'm just going to go through this very quickly because there is quite a bit here, but I do want you to see what you are getting. And there is just all sorts here. So in both lots, we'll have the same or pretty similar. Oh, there's a little snowflake. The same or very similar trims and laces. And there's some rickrack. Here's some eyelash trim or yarn, whatever you want to call it. Here's some pom-pom trim and just all sorts of different trims. A few more here. And I believe that will do it. I do have 2 of these lots available, and they are going to be $25 shipped. You will also get one of these packages of vintage Christmas items. The first 2 people that purchase these lots will get one of these bags thrown in for free. And I just found one more thing that fell on the ground, so that will go with it as well. So they will be $25 shipped. It will be PayPal only, US only. And if you are outside of the US and interested, just contact me and we can work out a price for shipping. If you have any questions, let me know. And also stay tuned because I do have 3 other lots made up that will be similar. And then I do plan to make some smaller lots that will be cheaper than the $25. So stay tuned if you have any questions or you're interested. My information will be in the description, and thank you so much for watching.